go to centering for our next bout on the night. Accompanied by the Asian Bull Laos Tui, it's Zelco Petrovic. Petrovic will be stepping into the ring to face New South Wales' Greg Foley. Should be a cracker of a contest. And this is definitely going to be a tough fight for Zelco, Mark.
Well, on paper, it's a very hard one to pick. Although Zelco Petrovic is very much a Thai stylist. He likes to fight with knees and elbows. Up against the true kickboxer Greg Foley, a very, very hot prospect indeed. There's the man about to make his way to centre ring.
Well, you talk about hot kickboxers, folks, and you talk about this man, arguably the hottest kickboxer in Australia at the moment, all the way from New South Wales. It's Greg Foley. We last saw Foley here on Fox Sports in April when he annihilated Cameron Johnson in one round at Star City Casino in Sydney. Tonight, it's Greg Foley going up against Zelco Petrovic. Mark the Hammer, I'll tell you what, this kid is hot.
Certainly one of Australia's world title contenders and prospects in the future. Well, there's my prediction anyway. Greg Foley, certainly a natural fighter, but he's going to have his work cut out for him with Zelco opposing him tonight.
We drop down weight to the 63-kilo division. Once again, USA rules. And to be contested over 5 two-minute rounds, it is again an interstate battle. From the blue corner, the local boy. He is from the Fitzroy Stars Gym. He is a last start winner. He's your boy, Zelco Petrovic. In the red corner, hailing from the Fight Right Gym in New South Wales, in the past 2 weeks has 2 Australian titles via knockout, arguably the hottest kickboxing talent in Australia, Greg Foley.
Well, this should be something special indeed. Greg Foley against Zelco Petrovic. As Andy Raymond said, Greg Foley in the past 2 weeks has knocked out 2 opponents, one in the first round and one 10 seconds into the second round to capture 2 Australian titles. Quite a phenomenal feat, Hammer.
Well, it is, but he's also going to have a hell of a lot of pressure on him tonight, as Andy just said, and built him up. Hot prospect, etc. That can also lend itself to put a lot of pressure on a person.
Spoke to you both at the back, both understand the rules. I want you to touch gloves at the start of the first round and touch gloves at the start of the final round. You understand my rules, protect yourself at all times. If the person happens to go down, you go straight to the neutral corner.
Zelco Petrovic, a very hard, torrid, rugged fighter. Laos Tui in his corner. Of course, the man responsible for defeating the wonder Tony Antonio in 1998 was Petrovic, and did that quite convincingly over the distance.
Start.
Here we go in the first round of action. It's Foley out of the red corner, Petrovic out of the blue. Foley, a very well put together fighter. Nice right hand there from Petrovic. Sweat flew off the brow of Greg Foley. Fairly well matched here for height, both men. Nice right hand again and a leg kick there from Petrovic. Foley launches the high left round kick right hook combination. Good body shot off the right hand there from Petrovic to the former rugby player Greg Foley. Inside leg kick, round kick there from Foley.
That round kick caught Petrovic on the ribs sweetly. The shin wrapped right around those ribs there, Michael, from this angle. Perfect view of that kick.
Nice leg check for the inside leg kick there from Foley, then forces him off with the straight left. Big right hand from Foley. Petrovic was well guarded up against it and just turns him around over against the ropes.
Start. Break.
Foley coming from a freestyle martial arts background in Zendo Kai.
Step back. Start.
Just the slip there from Foley. A little bit too much energy behind that right hand.
Beautiful leg kick there from Petrovic, and comes out swinging with the hooks. Foley covered up against them, wasn't fazed by it. A solid first round. Nice right hand there from Petrovic, caught him sweetly. 1 minute 40 down into the first. A stinging left hand there from Petrovic, turns him around, looks for the leg kick, And a good front kick off the left to the midsection. Excellent first round so far, Hammer.
Well, Petrovic getting caught there by a couple of bombing punches from Foley. Foley now starting to slowly find his mark. But don't underestimate Zelco Petrovic, because he is one very well composed fighter. And this is a very, very even matchup in the first round. We see Petrovic coming forward with that front kick. Foley misses with that round kick, and Petrovic just catches him with some good body shots. Headshot there, you've seen that sweetly timed uppercut, and punches off the break. There's that nicely timed front kick once again, and Petrovic making Foley pay for that missing round kick. Foley's got to keep his defences tight, because Zelco Petrovic is certainly one fighter that will pull him up if there's an opening.
We are ready to rumble in the second round of action. A pretty even first round according to the stat sheet, Hammer.
Well, the stats: 29 kicks, 29 punches to Foley, 26 Zelco Petrovic, 9 kicks Foley, 11 Petrovic. So very, very even indeed.
Well, Foley beginning with the high left round kick. Petrovic fires back with the right hand. There's a stinging left from Petrovic. Break!
You guys sit back. Start.
It was an excellent first round of action. Inside leg kick there from Petrovic. Foley comes over the top with the hooking right. Kick to the ribs off both legs there. Good agility from Foley. Then he just wore a right hand smack bang on the kisser. Petrovic just forcing him back with the front kick. Launches the high left round kick. Foley taking a couple of knocks now over against the ropes. Nice uppercut there from Petrovic. And the big left hand from Foley. They are going toe-to-toe here in the second round. We are 30 seconds down. Greg Foley, the hot prospect from New South Wales, certainly in for a fight here tonight. Checks the low kick. Petrovic, a very composed fighter. Clubs away to the ribs, then to the head with the right. Fires out the front kick off the lead leg. Using that front kick off the right leg beautifully at the moment is Petrovic, Mark.
Well, Petrovic using that front kick a treat, Michael, as you mentioned. But this fight is turning out to be an absolute corker.
Foley with the stinging left hand found its way through the guard of Petrovic, who fires back now. Inside leg kicks, just snapping out that sticky left hand there is Petrovic.
Foley with great anticipation. But Petrovic, the ever-working Zelco Petrovic, here he comes again.
Petrovic just burying in there. Minute 40 down here in the second round of action. Third man in centering, referee Graham Waddell. Checks the low kick. There's the end of the second round of action. Hammer, how do you see that one?
Well, that was a great round of action, but I'd have to say Zelco just putting it together a little better in the first half of that second round. He landed some good clean shots on Greg Foley, and Greg Foley really has to get it back, because the first round was pretty even, and that one maybe Zelco Petrovic. Once again, you see Zelco just working on Foley. Foley losing his footing there, and Zelco, that ever elusive front kick, working in on Foley. And there's the barrage that really had Foley in a lot of trouble. Zelco Petrovic, a very unassuming fighter, but nevertheless really drilled Foley.
Well, some intense looks in the corner there of Greg Foley from his trainer, Rhett Junker.
Well, Foley knows he's in a war zone here, that's for sure. Zelco Petrovic looking the more refreshed of the two.
Nice turning kick there from Greg Foley, stings out the left hand. Foley has started like a house on fire here in the third round. They're trading hooks and centering the high right round kick from Petrovic. Here comes Zelco. Petrovic all over him like a bull terrier at the moment. And just a slip there being called by referee Graham Waddell. Incredible electricity here in the third round of action.
Well, Zelco Petrovic is certainly systematically going about chopping down Greg Foley and the big build-up.
A nice right hand there from Zelco Petrovic. He caught him flush pressure on the kisser with that one. Sticks out the front kick, then the inside leg kick does Petrovic. Foley, the high right round kick. Almost a minute down here in the third round. Foley wears the high right round kick, and down he goes. The man from New South Wales has been rocked here in the third. Brave Waddell applies the count.
4. How you feeling? 5. How you feeling? 6.
Well, Zelco Petrovic bouncing up and
8.
down in the neutral
Continue.
corner.
9.
This one.
10.
This one. It's over. It's over. A knockout victory, a shock victory for Zelco Petrovic, Hammer.
Well, Zelco Petrovic just catching Foley there with that round kick to the neck. And Foley was in a spot of bother from the second round. And what an awesome win from Zelco Petrovic. Certainly going about taking Greg Foley apart. Very, very tough campaigner, Zelco Petrovic. And, well, what an upset of the night. Here we see Foley trying valiantly to fire back. Petrovic, very, very tight defences. He's done his homework, Zelco Petrovic. He knew what to expect from Greg Foley. And there's that big round kick just crashing past the guard of Foley. And what an outstandingly timed kick from Zelco Petrovic that was. Once again, really tight defending Zelco Petrovic. Just staying out of range of Foley's attacks. Launches that round kick to the head, and that's what had Foley in a spot of bother.
At a time of 1 minute, 10 seconds of the third round, your winner, Zelco Petrovic.